Hey guys, hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. Saturday is almost over. I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight with a person that has been on here in the past. Let me get everything set up. We will wait for my guest. I want to welcome to the stream Neil Temple. Hey, Neil.
Hey. So,
not much.
How's it going? Canadian Blu-ray. I'm gonna have to adjust this. And my bullhead up there. Damn. There's always something there to push. Double. Hey, how's it going? What's going on?
All right.
Hey. Ready for a groovy time?
Yeah.
Stock. Yeah, I got my Freddy glove here too. I want to make sure I get that in the shot. So I'm gonna push that down just a bit more. There we go. Can't tell what you can see and what you can't see, but there we go. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right, that'll do. Yeah. So what's up? A little shock stock memories?
Yeah. How did you want to do this? Do you want to wait for a few people to show up, or?
Well, if we're live right now, if we're broadcasting on YouTube right now live as we speak,
yeah,
then we should not wait. No, we should never wait.
Yeah.
I got some horror movies in my background there, but yeah. Well, at least I'm more full screen this time.
Yeah.
Last time when I did Jay's awesome G.I. Joe ranking video, I was like super 4:3. I was like a third of the screen. Like, it was horrible. And I've gone full screen with my phone. I've tilted it this way, and StreamYard just makes you upside down when you tilt the phone. So my phone was tilted, but I'd be upside down, just in case anyone's wondering. But anyway, yeah, man. Shock Stock, awesome horror convention. I can't wait. This is my 5th one. How many times have you been?
I think I've gone to all of them.
All of them? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
How many is that? Like 12 or something? Because it's been around a long time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I did actually see a poster from 10 years ago here for Shock Stock back in 2012.
Yeah.
With Kane Hodder and Joe Pilato from Day of the Dead. Oh, that would have been cool. I wish I went that year, but sadly I did not.
I was at that one, yep.
Were you? Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, this is Sky's poster, London Batman's poster. That's his bull up there, and most of the stuff you'll see around me is his. This is his as well. If he wakes up, he'll come on camera for a second and, just plug Shock Stock a bit too.
Yeah.
Because he loves Shock Stock. Everybody does. Everybody in London, everybody in Southern Ontario loves Shock Stock. It's a wonderful event put on by some really cool people. So, yeah, I can't wait.
Did you want to show like autographs or whatever?
If you have any autographs to show, go for it. I don't have any shock stock autographs because I was mostly like videographer and interviewer
Yeah.
and stuff, and I'm going to talk about those memories. Um, but do you have autographs at the ready? Or
I
any?
grab pretty much all the ones that I end up getting.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, before we did this, like, grab all the merchandise that you've ever gotten. Before I've got the sailor hat, the Wild Team Wild and Team Greasy sailor hats. They're actually up there.
Yeah.
But that was mainly for that 1 year, right? I think. Yeah.
I couldn't find my hat.
No.
I know it's somewhere. So I end up throwing on the.
Oh, you got the shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that shirt before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get one. I gotta get a shock stock shirt. I definitely need more merch.
Yeah. I know I forgot one thing downstairs. It was the 1 year that no, it was the last one. Yeah, it was the last one they had when Kane Hodder was there.
Yeah.
He signed my Jason mask.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you have that handy or?
No, I
No?
forgot it down in my room.
Oh well, we can imagine. That's okay. That's awesome though. Kane Hodder. Wow. Uh, what was your experience meeting Kane Hodder? Because I know you got to interview him briefly there too.
I met him the first time that he was there, which was on that poster that you just showed.
Right. Yeah.
That was the first year he was there. And how, like, with memories and stuff. For people that don't know, he does like the choke.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Come up and yeah.
yeah. Like I said, it was the first year that I met him, and I got him to do that. But for people who have never had him do that, he doesn't do it lightly. He does the full choke. And just imagine the color of a tomato on my face.
Oh, I know that. I know that face.
Yeah.
I get that way easily. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
Because I know.
Scary, but cool.
It was cool at him doing that. So then I got a picture of him doing that, and my face was so red. So, so it's like he did it again, but this time he didn't squeeze.
No.
And the last time he was here, when he saw my Jason mask, I was gonna see if he would do that again, but he was telling me, fortunately, he can't do it anymore because I guess he did it on somebody and they took him to court.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
so fortunately he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you think he would just do it to people that he knew were cool with it, or at least maybe I don't know, who knows? But anyway, that seemed like a cool guy though, right? I mean, when I met him at 2018, Shock Stock, I had just finished interviewing James Duvall, and then he came up behind both of us and put his arms around both of us and went, "Hey boys," kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I just went, "Hey Kane, how you doing? I'm Neil." And he's said, "Oh, you did that movie together," and talked a little bit, like very briefly, but I didn't get to actually interview him or anything. But still, he seemed like a cool guy. It's just, yeah, I mean, he's, you kind of have to know who he is. If you're at the con and you're around him, you know that he's going to do that. I guess you have to kind of know that he's, But I don't know. I think the whole, I think he might not be doing the fake choke thing anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was a really cool guy, and same with James Duvall as well. That was one of the best interviews I ever got in my life. That was fantastic for the old pop cultured radio show. So, yeah.
If you want, I could run downstairs and get that Jason mask.
If you want, that's up to you.
I'll be a few minutes.
Oh,
So
okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll blab on then a little
Okay.
bit. And this year, we do have, it coming back. It just feels so great to have it coming back like this. And Sean Roberts is the name of the actor who played Albert Wesker in the Resident Evil movies, the Paul Anderson one starring Mila Jovovich. I actually worked on Resident Evil Apocalypse for a couple of nights as location support, and I thought, man, that's cool. That he's in a few of those movies that came afterwards. Why not? See if he's down for a little interview. If not, I believe Tammy Heisel is actually going to moderate his Q&A. So that's cool that he's going to have a Q&A. So at the very least, you could ask him questions there. I don't, as someone that's not currently officially media, because I'm not volunteering on behalf of Bell Media, thanks to Greg. Shout out to Silver Screen Sheen. What's up? Down in over in PEI. And it's too bad you won't be here for this one because, man, it feels really great to have Shock Stock back and London Comic Con coming back, I'm sure, later this year and whatnot. So many cons back in Ontario as, the sixth wave or the 17th wave or wherever we are. It's apparently already peaked according to the news, and there's really been, so far, no concern about having a convention as long as people are safe, and if people want to wear masks, absolutely, but as far as I know, you don't have to. So there you go.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be a good time this year. Have you heard of any other guests that they've announced besides Sean Roberts, besides Wesker?
There is, let me see if I can
You might be enough. But I'm sure there's a couple others that they announced, but I just can't think of them right now at the moment. But there's always like horror related guests. It really is one of Ontario's best horror conventions, much like the Fright Mirror in the Falls and things like that here in Ontario. But here in London, this is the place to be for a horror convention for horror fans. So the merchandise alone is worth admission. I mean, the most unique merchandise I've ever seen. If you go to my channel, plug, I know, but seriously, if you go to my channel and you look at my Shock Stock playlist, look at Shock Stock 2018. That's the best example of like the kind of merchandise that they sell there. So a lot of cool like costumes and masks and things, and you can get tattoos done and all sorts of cool stuff. So, all right, what you got there, Cooper?
I wish I knew how to pronounce her name. I don't know.
All right, well, describe it or spell it. I probably won't be able to see that, but all right. Well, what's she from?
She has been in The Beyond and one other movie I can't even pronounce.
Okay, so an actor, probably Canadian actor, I'm guessing. A lot easier to book Canadian actors than American actors at the moment, I'm sure. But that's cool. Good. That's good. We got another guest, someone else to potentially interview. I'm gonna have to look her up. How do you spell her name? Like, is it a long name?
Cinzia. Monreale.
Oh my, that is interesting. Like Zinze. All right. Well, we'll have to look into that. Yes. So go to Shockstock. Go Google Shockstock London, and go to their Facebook page. Go to Shockstock London as well. Shockstock, just Shockstock, I guess. And look at their page and see what they got. And hopefully they've been, pushing it out there, pushing out all the things that are coming, and they have been. Certainly the Sean Roberts thing is out there, so we know he's coming.
And then,
but that's cool. And I was just talking, like, when you were away, I was also talking about like all the merchandise and everything, and how the merchandise alone can be worth it for horror fans, because you'll find all sorts of stuff, like things like this, like props like from movies and things like that. So it's a lot of great stuff there for cosplayers that want to dress up as horror characters and things like that. And certainly a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays, and that's a cool thing. Like, that's like, you usually clean up on the movies, when you go. On the horror movies?
Yeah. Then there's going to be Mike Lackey. He was in the movie Street Trash.
Street Trash. Okay.
Yeah.
Look that up.
Apparently, he was also a writer and editor for Marvel. Silver Surfer, Conan, Fantastic Four, G.I. Joe.
Good. Okay.
That's just
now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, good.
And then
I'll definitely meet him.
Kevin Van something. He was in Basket Case.
Oh yeah, cool. So we got an actor from Basket Case too coming.
And then Matthew. Okay, some of these their last names I don't even know how to pronounce. He's in the movie Psycho Gorman.
I love these titles. I've never heard of some of these movies, but I'm guessing a lot of them are B horror movies, and that's totally cool because that's you're gonna find a ton of those at Shockstock, right? If you love horror movies, and I love good and bad horror movies. I don't care if the budget's low. I'll definitely see these movies just in preparation for this event for sure, and maybe even buy them there. I don't know. I might even just pick them up there instead.
And then of course Sean Roberts,
right?
Resident Evil. He was also on an episode of Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, apparently he was also in Triple X Return of Xander Cage. And Edge of Darkness with Mel Gibson.
Cool.
And then Marzio. Again, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Maurizio?
Yeah.
Maurizio, is it Maurizio Guarini?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I met him. That's the composer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goblin, I think, right? Was the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wearing my swim trunks here. Went swimming today. The Boys and Girls Club. Felt really good. So if you're wondering, like, wow, he's got bare knees. Is he naked? Is he wearing underwear? What's going on? Yeah. That's my pale. Forgive my pale Scottish knees. Yeah, that's great. Like, wow. Like, there we go. This is what we got to do, man. We got to get that guest list out there. Get people interested that way too, because the guests obviously take a big fraction of the of the draw. It's the big reason for people to come. But the merch too, and certainly the sites are always fun and interesting. So we've both got tons of Shockstock videos on our channels that people can check out if they want to know more about it. But yeah, that's next weekend. So it's a 3-day thing too, right? It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Ramada, I think, on Exeter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. And as you know, I've been having some health issues and try not to let it show too much. But hopefully, I'll get to stick around for a while. But I'll be there for a few hours at least, and should be cool. I also mentioned that Tammy Heisel is going to moderate Sean Roberts' Q&A as well. So if we don't get to ask questions as like interviewers, if we don't get to do that, then we can still ask questions during the Q&A, and that'd be awesome. And probably would be all right to shoot it too, I'm sure, if he's cool with it, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I've got so many great memories of Shockstock, but why don't you begin? You're the host with the most here. So tell me your favorites. What's your favorite Shockstock memory, or however you want to begin there?
My favorite one probably would have to be the Kane Hodder choke.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Well, we've told our Kane Hodder stories, so that's number one. That's good. And my James Duvall story. I mean, the fact that that interview was so perfect, you know, the way that it worked out, just in terms of like having the girls there working the booth behind him, and they were like his entourage screaming like, "Whoa, James, we love you," you know, and all that. And it was like, hey, this is like, it was wonderful. It was like a little red carpet Hollywood interview. But yeah, I'd love to do more of that. Of course, I've been dying to get back and do more of those interviews. Other Shock Stock memories. I mean, you gotta love Felissa Rose too, right? I mean, she's been a staple at Shock Stock. I'm a little surprised she's not there this year because she's been there so often, so many times. Bless her. And she's a really, really sweet lady. She's been in some of the most iconic horror movies ever, especially Sleepaway Camp, with the greatest twist ending of all time. You know,
I remember
just with the knife, you know, and the strudel hanging out. So yeah, wonderful actress, wonderful person, Felissa Rose. She might come back next year. You never know. But she's been there a lot, and she's always been very sweet and really great and open with her fans, and very open to interviews too. So she's cool. Good memories with her and Tony as well. Tony Moran. That's it. Tony Moran. Joni's brother, real life brother. So Aaron Moran, the late Aaron Moran, who was Joni on Happy Days and Joni Loves Chachi, her brother was Tony Moran, and he was the face of Michael Myers in that scene where he's trying to kill Jamie Lee Curtis in the closet in Halloween. And he was at Shock Stock one year too. And that was fantastic. They had him and also Kane Hodder sign somebody's motorcycle. Somebody had a chopper, like a big, Harley, and they were signing it. And you can see that in my 2018 Shock Stock video. And it's fantastic. I don't know what was going on there, but I just happened to be there and happened to shoot it. I think Andrew Kitt was there too, and we were just like, wow, like imagine having this bike with all these autographs, and holy crap, and what a wonderful thing to have at the con too, at a horror convention, you know. So I thought it was cool. Any other memories you want to throw out there?
Another memory is you brought up Felissa Rose. It was at Shock Stock. As soon as I got in there, I went over and started talking to her. And the previous con, which was London Comic Con, and that was like the first time that I interviewed her, right? Like that interview turned out really good. So, I started talking to her, and just out of nowhere, she remembered that I had interviewed her at London Comic Con. So that was kind of cool for her to, to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet of her to do that. Yeah, she's good with her fans, right? She's so great with her PR is through the roof. She's fantastic. Yeah, wonderful guest. But they've had a lot of great guests. Of course, over the years, Lloyd Kaufman was there. I think that was 2017. I could be wrong, but yeah, Lloyd Kaufman was there one year, and you could just talk to him like, nothing. We'd talk about all his awesome movies, all these trauma movies that it produced over the years. From The Toxic Avenger to Poultrygeist to, some of the weirdest movies ever, but some of the funniest movies too. Very entertaining stuff. So that's what I like to look for there is, I like to weed through all the DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff and just see some crazy movie or just like somebody made this weird movie and I thought, all right, I'll pick up a copy. What the hell, and see what it's like. And yeah, half the time it's pretty awesome. I picked up some pretty weird movies there, but the memories are always good in terms of the people too, right? I mean, hanging out with friends and because you go up and down the Ramada and there's like usually there's the hallway that connects the two big rooms, right? At Shock Stock, that's normally how they do it, and then they have the bar / restaurant room there with the TVs and stuff, and people can just chill out and chat there, and it's really comfy. It's really a comfy venue, I mean, it's the hotel, but it's a lobby, but it's great. It works really well for the con. So I've always liked the venue myself. 2016 was the first one I went to, and And then the latest one I went to, I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019, where Tim, I forget his last name, but Tim, the saxophone man, was also a guest. The guy from the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Right. I'll still believe, that guy. And he was there, and man, that was fantastic. What a wonderful treat that was. And Jake Wendat, he sings with a band there often too. I believe Stewie's doing a show too. Tyler Stewart.
Yeah.
I believe I saw that on Facebook. I hope I'm correct about that, because I believe he is doing a gig there at Shockstock as well. So he's a rapper, Tyler Stewart, or Stewie. And it's good, damn good too. So there's always like this interesting amount of stuff going on, right? I mean, there's always something happening, whether it's like the live music later on or something special, or just come and meet and greet the guests, or just shop around for awesome movies and costumes and props and things like this. So, always a lot of cool cosplayers, of course, as well. We've seen Stevel, we've seen, Jeff McDonald there as well, Evelyn, of course, and Sky, and it's everybody. I mean, everyone I could think of, pretty much, that enjoys it is there. So, yeah, it's usually a good turnout. So I really hope it is. I hope people are excited about coming back to conventions, and excited enough to come back to a horror convention. But I think we'll see a lot of the regulars there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there was another, how I just mentioned about Felissa Rose. There was another thing I want to mention, but I don't know if I should or not, because I don't want to get her in like shit if she does come back.
Okay.
Oh well, I'll just do it anyhow. So that day, like, she remembered who I was and everything.
Yes.
She asked me if I was going to come the next day. And I said, fortunately, I couldn't, because I only had enough money for that one day. So she's like, well, you come back and act like that I'm going to be helping her out, like at her table. So she ended up getting me in there for free. So that was cool.
That is cool. Yeah. We'll keep it down. Yeah. I know it's a public live broadcast, but yeah. That's cool. I mean, yeah, she is that kind of person, I'd say, right? I mean, I don't know her very well, but at all, really. She's just an acquaintance, but she always seemed that way to me. She seems like she's, that kind of way. She's like, oh, well, what can I do to help you out? And that's great to see that kind of consideration, So yeah, that's fantastic. Man, there's so many memories. I could go on about more memories that are popping into my head about, people buying weird things and freaking out. And there was this, yeah, there you go. Nice. Show off the mask. Yeah. I'll shut up for a second. You show off the Kane Hodder autograph there.
So he signed it. So he signed Kane Hodder, Jason, and then of course 7, 8, 9, and then Jason X.
Okay.
What is it? Right there. Because I know when he signed it, he kind of, the 9 got messed up, but I mean, he still signed it, so.
Oh well.
So that's, I think out of my autographs, this is probably like my favorite. Because I know after he signed it, I got a picture of him holding it to prove that's actually his autograph. So
good idea, yeah.
I might eventually want to get this in kind of like a frame or whatever, and then have the picture beside it. So I think that'd be kind of cool.
Sweet. Yeah, he was a great guy to do promos for the con as well. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm Kane Hunter. Come to Shockstock, or I will find you, and I will kill you.
I know. I still want to get that novel that he came out with.
Oh right, yeah, he did
His autobiography.
book about his life. Yeah, yeah.
I know I've came across it on Amazon. I might eventually pick it up.
Who do you think they should book in the future if they could at the con? If they can get any guest related to, you know, horror or shock, anything, I guess, but mainly horror. Let's say horror TV show and movie stars. Let's say who do you think if they can get anybody, who would you get for Shockstock?
I would love to see probably more ones from like The Walking Dead. I
Yeah, I
think
got a feeling.
Pardon?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I got a feeling like once that show ends, there'll be a lot of actors from that show that will likely hit the convention circuit, quite a lot more.
Yeah.
You kind of get that way. The only question is if they're gonna want to come over right from the States or not. But yeah, more Walking Dead guests, absolutely. Yeah.
I think Norman Reedus would be cool.
Yeah, he would be a big draw for sure. It'd probably be pretty pricey to book him, but but no, that would be definitely a good call. I'd say same like I mean I think Elvira is kind of an obvious one, and then you got Robert Englund as well. Obviously anybody that's ever played Jason, and they have had previous actors from movies like that before. But they could really expand upon so many other kind of guests that they could have. A lot of the Return of the Living Dead cast, I think, if they get Tom Matthews or John Philbin or somebody like that, Shawnee Smith is another actor you could book maybe. She's from the original Saw movie, the first three, I think. And yeah, there's just a lot, there's just a ton of horror celebrity actors that you never know that they could get one day. But I've been really happy with who they've booked so far. I gotta say, I mean, it doesn't have to be the most famous people, of course, but yeah, it's been pretty good. So,
how would you feel if they got the Bruce Campbell?
oh well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say Bruce Campbell. I guess he's kind of a little obvious, right? But I think that would be excellent draw. It would bring in people, it would bring in lineups, and I don't know what he would charge for for his appearance or for autographs, but yeah, that's another pretty big one, right? A pretty big go-to one as well. I mean, I was thinking like Kurt Russell, I mean, geez, like he's done a whole bunch of sci-fi horror stuff as well, so why not Kurt? I mean, he might again, it might cost a fortune, but
yeah. Another autograph I have is from the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, sweet. Is it Mark Torgel?
Yeah.
No? Who is it? Whose autograph is it?
I think it's Mark's.
Oh, it is. Okay. So Mark Torgel, who played the nerd who becomes the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Yes, and he was a guest there too. Yeah.
I finally started watching these movies, so I got like one more to go, and I'm just glad I'm gonna be finished because they've just been kind of like weird.
Yeah, totally. The first one I think is always going to be the best. Yeah, that was one of their biggest hits, I think.
Yeah.
Trauma. Yeah. Yeah.
And of
cool.
course the.
Oh, sweet! Yeah, picture with Kane.
Kane autograph.
Awesome.
And then the next one I'm going to show is one from the first Shockstock that I went to. It's the first ever celebrity autograph that I got. It's from Sid Haig.
Sweet. Yeah, I miss Sid. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was a guest. Yeah, a long time ago. I'm that 2013 or maybe before that or something, but long time ago. I met Sid at Toronto Fan Expo back in 2008, I believe, and I got his autograph. It's gonna be hard to see, but there's actually like 4 or 5 different autographs. But Sid's autograph's up here, up top, and there. And yeah, it was great meeting him. Greg and I got to meet him at the same time. I also met Bill Moseley, William Forsythe. Jeez, too many. Did I even name? What was the other? Oh, the other one is Brian Posehn. That's right. He had a brief role in the Rob Zombie movies as well in Devil's Rejects. So yeah. Sorry, not a shock stock item, I know, but still a horror themed thing anyway. And yeah, Sid is awesome. He was great.
Yeah, I get a kick. I get a kick of what he wrote on this.
Oh, what did he say? What did he write?
He goes, "To Daniel, I'll F you up." Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Yeah, he was great, man. He was a great guy to talk to. They all were. Actors are really cool.
Mm-hmm. Next one is it was a drawing that I got given to me. Because the one that did it, he asked if I would be interested in it. So I'm like, sure. So he was drawing this while he was sitting at his table.
Oh yeah.
Joe, how you pronounce his last name? From one of the zombie movies. He passed away, was it last year? Yeah, it was the one where they were in the underground.
You mean that Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could pronounce his last name.
It's anyway, I'm not sure. But cool, man. Yeah, there's always artists there too. There's always great original artists that make things out of different things too at Shock Stock as well. So there's all these artists that will do traditional sketches and stuff, but there's also artists that will make things out of glass and out of wire, and there's all sorts of cool little crafts and things going on there too. So that's one thing we got to mention. Mm-hmm.
It was cool. So he ended up signing it there, which you can't really see. So then I went and asked him, and then he signed it again, like right there.
Oh, cool.
So that's been hanging up on my wall.
Sweet. Yeah, that's too bad. I would have liked to have met him, but yeah, timing. Yeah, I always thought like Roddy Piper would have been a great guest too, because They Live and stuff. But they should get Keith David, man. That would be a great guest to book too. Oh, missed out on Roddy Piper, of course.
And then, did you ever see that movie, Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah, kind of. I've seen some of it. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, I'll block that out, because if you know that scene in the movie.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I won't show what's underneath my hand. So the one
shock movie.
Pardon?
Yeah, talk about a shock movie.
Yeah.
I got a yawn there.
Another one is from, of course, Felissa Rose.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Sleepaway Camp. I have that
I
on
don't know if
DVD.
you want to see the more of them, or
Sure, if you got more, you might as well show more.
then from the Land of the Dead remake.
Oh, right. I know what you mean. Land of the Dead. Yeah. Big Daddy. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was
He was
cool.
there. Was it that year? No, it wasn't that year. But anyway, yeah, missed out on meeting him too, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
that's cool.
he was a cool guy. I got too bad that was one interview I couldn't do.
Yeah, they shot that in Toronto. A lot of it anyway. The Land of the Dead.
And then I got one from the guy that played Scotty in The Evil Dead.
Nice, nice.
And then from Wrong Turn 6, Last Resort, Sadie Katz.
Cool.
And then the last one, she's not really an actor, but this is the first year that they did the Miss Shockstock. So
All right.
I definitely had to get her autograph. And that's Chauncey Blackheart. Way
Oh
before
yeah. Okay.
way before she became a wrestler.
Right. I was gonna say, wasn't she with? Was she with NXT or something, or
Yeah,
was she Smash? Or
no, she was NXT,
okay.
but now she's on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her.
So that was a cool autograph to get. Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely, hopefully, gonna get Sean Roberts' autograph.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And I think that'd probably be the only one.
Well, I'd like to definitely meet a bunch of them, and like I said, I'm going to do my research and see what they say about tiny 2-minute interviews. I mean, it's kind of what I did at London Comic Con the last time in 2019, way back in 2019. The last London Comic Con, which is put on by the same people that put on Shockstock. That London Comic Con, I remember going up to the guests at the table and saying, well, I'm actually media, but would it be all right if we do like a couple of questions just right here at your booth? Not going to be 10, 20 minutes, not going to be blah, 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 going on and on. And they were like, cool, that's fine. That's fine. So even 2 minutes, I mean, it's not ideal. Like you want to ask more questions, right? But even that would be cool if they could do that for certain, YouTubers, I guess, that want to promote the con and the people, and everything. So, but if not, like I said, if not, there's always the Q&A, and we can just ask a question there and stuff too. So I'm not too concerned about, I guess, the media side of it, even though every time I've gone before to Shockstock, I've been media or a volunteer. I volunteered one time too. So yeah, I mean, I don't care. I'm going to pay for a ticket this year and just go, and whatever happens, happens. I'll be happy. I'm just happy that the cons are back and that, Shockstock is back. So looking forward to making a new video of the con,
Yeah, I know I also might try to get at least one interview. Definitely going to try from of course, from Sean Roberts, but with him only being there on Saturday, I don't know. I mean, because I know
I might just have to time it right.
Yeah, I know he's supposed to be doing, like you said, the Q&A. So
yeah, at some point,
I might try near the end because I know first thing is going to be impossible. So I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see how busy it is, right? Because Well, I hope it's busy. I really do. I hope they sell a lot of tickets. And yeah, like just like I said before, Google Shock Stock, go get those tickets. If you love horror and you're in Southern Ontario and want to have a good time and miss conventions like we all do, London's got some of the best conventions in the whole province. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's so many great memories. So more to come, hopefully, huh?
Yeah, because I know the last time Sean Roberts was here is when they're filming that movie that he's in. I was there and I was like talking to him, and I guess he's also a huge Resident Evil fan, so I know it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool just to talk to him about that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good question for him. Think of questions for him, before you go. Definitely. If he likes Resident Evil, that's a huge,
yeah,
good way to start. Good question to have, I guess, in any event. So that's good. Usually ask them like, hey, what got you into acting? What when did the acting bug bite you? And what is it about coming to these conventions that makes you want to meet the fans and things like that? And that's my old standard question. It's everyone's old standard question, I guess. But things like that, and talk about other movies that they want to plug, especially too, right? Like other projects, TV shows, whatever they are, video games, whatever the gigs are. Push it out there and say, what do you got coming up next? And I just use my phone as a microphone too. It works really well to isolate the sound. So use your mic if it's really loud and noisy, which it usually is at Shockstock. So, and hopefully will be this year. Hopefully it's going to be jamming.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hopefully, if he does do an interview, maybe get him to talk, if he's allowed, about that movie that they filmed here that he's gonna be in. Because I know apparently they're supposed to. Well, last time I was talking to Jake, I guess they're gonna hopefully be showing it at London Comic Con. So hopefully it'll be finished by then.
Oh, good. Great. Well, that's good. Yeah, lots to talk about. So that's good. Sweet. Can't wait.
Any other stuff you want to talk about, Shockstock, or?
Well, I can't think of anything else really. I mean, I think we've covered it. I mean, like I said, it's going to be my 5th time there. It's always a good time, no matter what, no matter who's there. The merch is always interesting, and I really, really can't wait, man. It's going to be a good time, and it's going to be good to see some people I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And like last year, I went to the Hot Sauce Expo, the Heatwave Hot Sauce Expo, which was just outside Budweiser Gardens. And but I digress. But I digest. Digesting water right now. Sorry. Yeah, they always put on a good show. But it's been a while since I've been to cons. Like the Heatwave Con was okay. The Geeky Gifts Holiday Market was really good late last year. So that was a good, comeback as well for that kind of, event. So it should be great. At the old Ramada on Exeter Road there, just the overpass, just when you come off the highway, right? The 401. So really easy to get to, super easy location to get to at the hotel right off the highway, or motel, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, should be a good time, should be awesome, and definitely take everybody out there, watch Daniel's videos, Canadian Blu-rays videos on Shockstock. And go to my channel, Neil Temple, and watch my videos on Shockstock, just the Shockstock ones. I'm just plugging the Shockstock, because it'll give you a great idea of what you expect from the con. So if you're interested, love horror movies, come on out. It's going to be a good time. It'll be a groovy time. Groovy.
I just checked. The only Shockstock that I missed was in 2016.
Oh, that was my first one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I think Felissa was there that year, and a couple others, but yeah. Well, I don't know. Are we on Instagram and YouTube, or just Instagram, or just one or the other?
Just
comments?
on YouTube.
Okay. Any comments to address or zero comments?
Nothing.
Beautiful. Well, we didn't really promote the fact that we were going to do this, I guess, either. But
Well, I did
that's
post
okay.
it on Instagram a few days ago, but I guess nobody wanted to tune in. So
Well, Instagram is like everyone all over the world too, and it's to hit our friends. It would be better to do Facebook and YouTube and send the link on Messenger. You know, it's what, where are we at? 50 minutes here. It's a fairly long video. People don't
yeah,
have to watch the whole thing, but it's really just about shock stock, and obviously, just put it out there and maybe share it with Andrew and Jake or something, or just put it out there, and maybe some people will watch it. We'll never know. You never know.
yeah, I'll have to share it. And okay, now maybe I shouldn't have mentioned about Felissa.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
fine. She's so beloved. I mean, I got into shock stock for free too, but that was because of media passes, and that was because of Greg. I would say, yeah, definitely, because he had the real staff job at Bell Media there, so I was just a
yeah,
volunteer there. But getting in there, actually, I don't know if I've ever paid to go to shock stock. I think I paid once, and so this time I'm going to pay again
yeah,
to go. But getting in for free, I mean, if it happens, it happens, and they're not going to be upset about it. I don't think one time.
yeah.
We all love Felissa. But anyway, yeah, man, it's going to be so great. And yeah, just can't wait. Shock stock once again. But oh well, no comments. That's fine. Well, but still share the video. Just share it around.
I remember it was the one year Dr. Steve was there, and Jeff, he was the zombie Negan. I don't know if you've seen that. Well, it
Yep,
was funny. I got them to do
it's
a
in my
little
video.
video where it was him chasing Dr. Steve as like a zombie. So it turned out freaking hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, they did that at Fresh Kills Con too in Niagara Falls in 2019. Yeah, they're pretty good. So it'd be nice to see Steve and Jeff there. I don't know if we will, but hey, come on out. Hopefully we do. I mean, that's the thing. This is going to be a very interesting test to see if the people will come out. The people that normally come out for this convention, will they come out? Will enough people come out? I hope so. I really do. Fingers crossed. So, because everything's really calmed down. Obviously, you don't have to wear a mask anywhere except the bus and the hospital, really, and the kitchens and fast food restaurants. I guess. And you can wear a mask if you want to, of course. It doesn't matter. But if you're feeling like you want to, that's fine. But you don't have to. And the lockdown there is no lockdown right now. Keep it that way, Doug. Hopefully,
Yeah,
like all this nonsense, and it's not nonsense. Not that I don't take it seriously, but you know what I mean. It's just all this. This time it's over. So for now. So please God. So yeah. So don't be afraid to come out to the convention either, right? I mean,
yeah.
everyone's smart and clean, and
Hopefully they do. Because where was it? It's been already 2 years since the last one. So, I mean, hopefully they do get a good turnout.
yeah, it'd be nice. You'd think that if you starve the public for shock stock, then they'll come. It's like pulling an elastic band back and snapping it. Take it away, and then you'll want it back more. But
Yeah,
yeah, I hope so. I hope they do well.
yeah. I'm hoping to go all 3 days, but I haven't really decided yet. It just like I mentioned to you on Facebook, the John Joker is supposed to be finally finishing that trivia tournament that he was doing, and I'm supposed to be taking part in it. So hopefully, because I know I told him that, you know, I want to go to this, and that hopefully I can still take part in it. So hopefully I can get home in time before to actually join in on it. Because I know I told them that it's over at 8:00. So
Okay. It was like
fingers
pop
crossed.
culture? Just pop culture trivia, or?
Yeah. Because he actually
I would kick ass at that.
he actually went out and got a real title made up, like an actual championship title with the John Joker trivia logo. So whoever wins gets this title.
Okay.
And a hot toy. So
And a hot
who
toy?
knows? It'd be cool if I made it this far, so you never know.
Cool, man. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what else. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, me neither. Come to Shockstock this weekend. Coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the final weekend of April. I think. Wait, no, it is. It's the final weekend of April. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times, always fun. You know, Sean Roberts, come meet Albert Wesker. You know, get an autograph, pictures, attend the Q&A, and just shop around, check out all the freaky artwork and stuff, and you can get a tattoo there too. I don't know if I think his name is Smink. Will Smink, I think, is the artist, the tattoo artist that's normally at Shockstock.
Yeah.
I'm not certain if he's booked there this year, but normally you can get a tattoo down there too if you want. But hey, that's not for everybody. But I can't wait to just shop around and see people and get some good shots. So it should be a good time. Great success.
Is Sky up yet, or is he still sleeping?
Nah, he's still passed out. He's
okay.
That's all right. I got to show off his stuff, so he should be happy with that. You know, it's pretty sweet. It's not bad. Welcome to prime time, Rich.
Yeah, I was hoping there was going to be some comments.
Bitch, bitch. That's all Freddy knows how to say is bitch.
Yeah.
As they parodied in Rick and Morty. But yeah, no, I don't have anything else to show off, unfortunately. But I thought that was cool that I had this old poster here, that Sky had this old poster in 2012. And yeah, man. Oh, good memories. Good memories of the old Shockstock. So yeah, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. Anything else you want to talk about at all, or should we wrap it up?
I guess this stream was pretty much just to talk about the Shockstock and who's going to be there and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. Like you said, just to see people that, we haven't seen in a while, and, just to start going to the conventions again.
Yeah. Yep. Gonna be good. Gonna be good times. And then can't wait for London Comic Con later on this year as well. So it'll be interesting to see what guests they can book for that too. So
maybe we can even do a live stream to promote that as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. See what shape I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you want, we can end it now, or you want to stay on a little longer, or whatever.
I'm good. I think we're good. I think we've done our job. We've completed our mission in promoting Shockstock 2022 here in London, Ontario. So yeah, go on Facebook, look up Shockstock, check it out.
I just want to say thanks for doing this live stream. I know it has been a little while since I did my last one.
No, it's good. I like doing them. I like experimenting with different ways of doing them. I find that people that are using iPhones,
Yeah.
for some reason, they don't. I don't know if it's the iPhone. It's not. It's such a huge mystery. It's such a crazy, weird thing that I'm mostly full screen. There's a little bit of black here and there, and that's okay. But that's because I'm vertical right now. The phone. If I turn the phone horizontal, I'll be upside down, and I do that before. When I'm in the waiting room or whatever. Behind the scenes, backstage. If I do that beforehand, it's still upside down, upside down, upside down. And I don't get that because I have done live streams with you before where the phone was this way, and yet it was fine. It was the same as it is now. Now I'm vertical, so nothing makes sense. I think it's got to do with the compatibility. The settings on my phone are full screen. I can't do any more than that. So this is as good as it gets for aspect ratio. I think it's fine. It's good enough. But just strange that when people have iPhones, it seems like when they're doing it with one person that has Android, it makes the Android thinner somehow. Maybe it's just my phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too big a mystery to figure out. It just takes way too much effort and time to figure that out. But that's another reason why I wanted to do this stream, to see how it looked, and it looks pretty good. It's hard to frame like this. I don't like framing it like this because it's just so too high and low. But I'd rather it be this way. But whatever. It's all good as long as you can see and hear me, right? Yeah. But always a pleasure, man. I always love doing live streams with you, and we'll do many more to come, I'm sure.
Okay, cool. So hopefully somebody watches this, leave some comments.
Hopefully somebody watches it.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Sheen. I'll send it to Greg. And he won't watch it either. No, he'll watch it. Some of it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna probably end it right there.
All right.
Like you said, we talked about pretty much everything. So.
Yep.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too, man. Shuck.
Yeah. And I'll chat to you on Facebook.
All right.
See you, Neil.
See you, brother.